second half of the season. Could be. But yeah, let's get into some of this transfer news, people. 104. What the hell is going on there? What's all this underlying stuff? Sorry, people. 1 hour 4:20 transfer. Keep your talking points arriving, people. I'll circle back over there. We'll spin the block again and again and again. Where are we? All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's move that over there. Oh, what's the best match you've been to live, DG? Arsenal Liverpool a couple years ago, man, where Bellerin scored. I think Bellerin, Alexis also scored. That's the best one of memory, really, because we just won, innit? To be fair with you, I did like Arsenal City, where did Alexis score? I think Alexis and Wilshere both scored, but yeah, it was all brazy from there. Let's start now, man. Apologies for any technical difficulties you lot may be facing, slight delay in that, but yeah. Don't forget tomorrow, folks, across YouTube and Twitch, I'll be doing a watch along. Make sure you're all there. We'll be live an hour before kickoff, which is 2 cracking on with things. Allegedly, Arsenal very close to taking Yeremy Pino for 40 million euros. We keep hearing this, but we'll have to see. One of you said apparently Unai Emery alluded to an offer from someone. I don't know. In the next few hours, Arsenal will present an offer to Villarreal for 40 million euros to get Yeremy Pino passed. Although Liverpool and Tottenham are also behind the Spanish attacker, it seems that it will be the Gunners who have the advantage to close the signing of him. I mean, we've got bare Spanish coaches. We're doing this youngsters thing. Why not? We've seen him play Chelsea United. He's played against us, 19 years of age. Do we need another project player? Potentially. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see. Villarreal has assumed the sale of the Canary for days, and it is that with several operations blocked, such as that of Sadiq, whoever that is. We all know it looks like they're bringing in Lo Celso and then Ndombele, and we do hear there's rumours of people leaving. Danjuma once upon a time looked to be going to West Ham. It didn't happen. Paul Torres hasn't moved on. So make progress. Now, it would be a good option. Is he necessarily going to start week in, week out, in which you got at Villarreal? I don't know if that affects what you're trying to do in potentially getting into the Spanish squad. But yeah, apparently in the next few hours there could be news, and that is that although Villarreal requested 60 million euros to close the deal, economic needs and the imminent start of La Liga have obviously brought this to a thingy, man. It's gonna have to rush forward and that. Arsenal transfer interest in Yeremy Pino caused shocking dressing room reaction. I bet this is clickbait. Arsenal's interest in Yeremy Pino has caused shock in the Villarreal dressing room, according to Gerard Moreno, and insists Pino is a very important player. Apparently 38 million in this article. What has been said? There are rumors of interest of entrances and exits. We try to be on the sidelines, but there are things that you cannot stop seeing and commentating on. For example, the news about Pino is shocking since he's a very important player, and that makes you watch out for him. I don't like that the market continues with the league already started. I don't understand why the week doesn't end before it starts. I mean, it is what it is. In 77 appearances for Villarreal, he has 14 goals, so there's something to build on significantly. Apparently, Yeremy stands out for his character. The more difficult the challenge, the more able he is to demonstrate his potential. He maintains the essence of when he played on the street as a kid. Okay, he plays street football, bring him. In addition, he lives for football and every day ensures Yeremy has been and is a blessing for coaches. And that's something Arteta leverages a lot. So that makes it even better for him to potentially sign for Arsenal, innit? But again, we'll have to see how that develops. What is this? Oh, that was just from my reading. Brendan Rodgers. Again, in relation to Telemans, you can't take in the nose for gospel, but on Yuri Telemans, Arsenal hope to use this weekend meeting between themselves and Leicester as an opportunity to have some good conversations with decision makers at Leicester to find a solution to the deal. Arsenal want the player and the club wants to do a deal. 100% they move. And again, we hear that Leicester are finally starting to give in, and it's 25 million. So hopefully there's some progress made in that regards. Barcelona have been linked with Hector Bellerin, but it's 1 minute he wants to go to Betis. Barca are keen on Hector Bellerin after Catalan club miss out on Azpilicueta, as Arsenal hold talks with the Spaniard's agent over cancelling his contract at the Emirates. As you know, that did not bang at all, and they haven't been given a resolution. According to Mundo Deportivo, Bellerin has emerged as an option. I mean, Sergio Dest, him, some shit options at fullback, really, isn't it? Bellerin is attracting interest from Betis, but they face financial problems, and like Barca have so far been unable to register several players, let alone sign the Gunners right back. Expires next June. Should an agreement be reached, he would likely be available on a free transfer, making a return to Barcelona more likely, people. He's eager to return to Betis, so hopefully he gets his wish and Arsenal can get some wages. This journalist might put a spanner into the work. Barca have been Bellerin has been offered, and at the moment his name is not ruled out. He's negotiating with Arsenal to terminate and go free. Before you have to register the signings and sign Marcus Alonso, people. So make of that what you will. If we look on the Scum newspaper, who have we been linked with here? Tierney has reportedly become a Man City transfer target. Every day, City and Madrid are linked with him every couple of weeks. I don't think it makes sense, really and truly. You can't bet on Tierney's fitness. I don't know if City want to do that. If they offer something more than he's worth, why not? Apparently, Gabriel has ruled out a switch to Juventus. He said, it's always nice to get that recognition, but I'm really focused on Arsenal. I'm very happy here. I've got a good relationship with my teammates, and I'm fully committed to the project. I'm convinced that we can achieve a lot. Arsenal are set to make a 34 million bid for Yeremy Pino, according to apparently Memphis Depay has told Juventus he wants more time to think about his future, and apparently he's been linked with a London club that's very subjective. It remains to be seen who the club is out of the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, and West Ham. We don't know, man. Really and truly. So we're going to have to see how that one develops. What else has been said? Tierney wanted by City. Obviously, they didn't get Cucurella, and it don't look like they're closer to getting a fullback. So we'll have to see where that one develops. Once again, young Brook Norton-Coffey has signed a new contract. Hopefully, the young 18-year-old fullback can go out on loan and build upon the experience he had at Lincoln, really, and show that he can have a future at Arsenal, really. Once again, Man City are plotting a late swoop to sign Kieran Tierney this summer following Zinchenko's move to Arsenal. We don't know whether to believe in that, really. Gabriel explains decision to snub Juventus and talks up Saliba partnership. What has he said here? Well, we've seen that bit. What you said about Saliba. I've been here for 2 years now, so I do have experience that I can use to help him. But at the same time, he can help me. He has a lot of quality and a lot of physical strength out on the pitch. We have similar qualities. I think we complement each other well. And it was interesting to see the way Arteta spoke about Ben White. He's a young player who came here at a very young age and then went out to get some experience. Now, despite his age, he's already playing for the French national team. That tells you how good he is. Fofana and Kanate, watch out, but he's here to help the team, and he's a very promising talent. He's a good friend of mine already. We speak French together, so that helps. He has a lot of quality to the team, and I think he has a brilliant future ahead. I mean, wise words from Gabriel. We've been linked with Moussa Diaby. I don't believe any of this, but it is what it is. Arsenal really keen to sign Moussa Diaby from Bayern Leverkusen, and 1 minute we heard even Kroenke wants to sanction this, really and truly. So I don't know what's going on here, people. There doesn't seem to be any credibility. There was talk of him actually signing a renewal over his contract. 23, left-footed. There's a lot. As long as it doesn't go over a certain price, there is a lot to like about the RB. But it's a World Cup year. Is he really going to make the move? He got 17 goals and got 14 assists in all comps, which would be definitely Arsenal fans would take that. He's come out and claimed he wants to stay at Leverkusen. There's even talk of him signing a new contract at Leverkusen. So you're going to have to make of that what you will. 216 likes. Can we keep running that up? One love to the Twitch gang as well, people, as well. So I don't really believe that. Apparently, an offer in the region of 59 World Cup to think about where he might go. He's got 3 years left. So Leverkusen are in a very strong position. We haven't dealt with a number of outgoings, much less Pepe. So, boy, I don't know what's going on in that ability, but Tierney's among the shortlist to go to City if they are to look for a left back. Once again, this is probably just Yeremy Pino stuff. What's the Evening Standard saying, people? This is just more general transfers. Is there anything with Arsenal? Arsenal to make the RB move. Arsenal want to sign Bayern Leverkusen star Moussa Diaby. We all know we're looking for a winger, so it's very easy to link us with these guys, but I doubt the credibility over that. Willian going to Fulham, parasite of a footballer. We've already seen that. What else is this? Arsenal handed Cody Gakpo transfer wake-up call as PSG plot United bid. I mean, it don't look like Arsenal's moving for him. It seems that it's going to be United really, really and truly. So I'm not too sure. The Dutchman has hinted his future will likely remain. What has he said? We must first focus on the second leg and try to make it to the Champions League. That is more that then it is more likely that I will stay. I don't think I've said anywhere that I am leaving, so there's definitely a chance that I will stay. I'm open. I'm up for a cup of coffee with management, or coffee for them and water for me. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what that means, but all right, cool. That's you lot. We've already gone through Arsenal from a tactical point of view. We've already done our Leicester preview. Come to Arsenal. How Gabriel convinced Gab Jesus to join Arsenal. Gabriel is a really good guy. Of course, it helps that we have the Brazilian link. When we were on international duty, we discussed his future, and I was telling him, come to Arsenal, come to Arsenal. Maybe I had a bit of influence there. He is someone who is very focused and enjoys working hard. He is here to improve the team. He's already doing that. He has come, and I think he's really going to help us. Fair enough. What's Odegaard said? Odegaard looking to gel with Jesus. What has he said here? And we're all looking for that. All the new players have settled well so far, and I know that it's important that I build a good relationship with Gabriel Jesus early as well. Against Palace, we didn't have too many combinations, but he did play me in for a chance in the second half. I should have taken a shot. That would have been a great start for. Was really good in pre-season. We have a great connection in training too. I really enjoy so much playing with him. So hopefully we can see more than that in the next games. For my chance against Palace, I was thinking to take a touch a bit more to the left, and then I took it to the right instead. And I felt the player was more in front of me than he actually was. When I saw the clip back, I wasn't happy with it, but you have to learn from it, always improve, and hopefully next time I'll take the shot and score. I know it was the wrong decision, of course. The important thing is that we got the win and we want to carry on our run. Wouldn't say we got a run yet, but fair enough. Lokonga wants to stay at Arsenal, as we know. Telemans is one player that's been linked with a move to North London, but Football.London understands Arsenal are willing to wait until next summer. Personal terms have been agreed months ago, as it says here. We're yet to submit a bid, so it would be long to do that. There would be no point. It don't make no sense. Shout out my guy Rance as well. Appreciate you, my guy. But it don't make sense to wait because it's not going to help us at least for a year. We need a midfield. If we're betting on Granit Xhaka and Partey, fair enough, but we're gonna be in the same scenario once again, really, which you know what you're signing up for with Xhaka and Partey playing week in, week out. Some months are better than others. There's Xhaka should have his own stream, Partey should have his own stream, but ultimately, do I think it's good enough to get top four? In many ways, you could have got top four with them, but myth. Don't know what this is. Don't know what. Todd Burhey can use 70 million Chelsea star to ruin Arsenal Leroy Sané transfer plan. So this is probably just clickbait, getting 2 and 2 and getting $1 million. So let's see what's going on here. It's just a bag of bullshit, man. They like Havertz. They like Sané. It's just a bag of BS, man. I don't know whether I should be believing in that. Let's spin the block for Arsenal news. Granite, got love for you, but it's the same old story. What's this? What's that in relation to Saliba? What, is he signing a contract? Arsenal board have now reached out to fantastic player over a new deal and are confident he will sign it. Saka, Saliba, contracted until 2024, signed that. Xhaka probably has an option of another year, but he's contracted until 2024. Wonder what happens in that regards. The club need to be making decisions, not just for this season, but next season and the season after that. Arsenal are confident Saliba will sign a new contract. I mean, Arteta's bigged him up and he's playing him. If I'm Saliba, I'm still not signing a new deal just yet, but we're doing all we can to convince the man. And again, if he ever wakes up one day and says he wants to leave, it happens. Look at City. There's no legit reason to want to leave City, but every day, every season, players are leaving. Players are linked with moves. Cool. If you can negotiate a decent fee, we reinvest it. It is what it is. Saliba, for me, Odegaard, Jesus, probably missing out one in particular. I see Ramsdale to a degree, funny enough. Beyond the obvious, I see you lot as the leaders of this team, really. And I like what Saliba's bringing to the table. I think season and one game, he will have good and bad moments, but I like what I see. And he's 21. He doesn't look it, The man's a physical animal, but it's decent, really and truly. So I think Arsenal are doing all they can to convince the guy. Arteta's doing all he can, and we've got some good problems defensively. You know, again, even if Tomiyasu got fit tomorrow, who is playing? And I think that's a very good thing to have. Let's spin the block for some other news as well relating to Arsenal. Let's go on these typical news outlets once again. Big up you lot, man. Keep smashing the like button, YouTube ones. Twitch gang, you lot are in amazing form as you normally are. So yeah, let's spin the block once again, people. Keep your opinions coming. I'll circle back over them in just in a jiffy, people. But let's see what this account is saying. Well, nothing there really. You know, we've looked at all the other accounts. But hey, what do you mean you're not loading? Don't embarrass me. What do you mean? So yeah, there's nothing there. Apparently, Unai Emery said if an offer arrives for a player like Yeremy Pino, then he will have to leave. We have responsibility with the club. It is what it is. Word to DG. So it might not be Arsenal. It might not. We don't know anything, but it seems like something could be happening there. You know, I always trust these Arabic brothers when it comes to transfers. I can't lie. What are you saying? Well, yeah. Maybe an offer will arrive tomorrow. We'll have to accept it, and he has to leave. So, well, I mean, Emery's never mixed his words, much like his time at Arsenal. So, I'm not too sure. So, yeah, Yeremy Pino could be joining the Premier League, and it's nice to see Tomiyasu, Tierney, Smith Rowe, and Coffee for signing a new deal. Good moment for him and his family. Long may it continue. So yeah, and again in the next few hours, Arsenal will offer 40 million for Yeremy Pino. Hopefully, Unai Emery wants to help his former employers out. Whether he does is a completely other thing, though. Many clubs keen on Yeremy Pino, including Arsenal. No official bids yet, which we already know. If there's no bids, things could be going on in the background, like with Telemans. But if there's no bid, it's all a myth, really. So it appears that there's no. He's not going anywhere anytime soon, people. But with that seems to be the transfer news part done, really, unless something else is emerged that I'm unaware of. It is what it is. What are you lot saying? I believe Arsenal will make it to top 3 if those biased refs will be fair. Don't rely on refs. Anyone that's played Sunday League win the game, bro. I don't know for refs. I don't know what anyone else is saying. Is what it is. Really and truly, I don't know for any of that. So what happens if we move for Pino, which is a young player? What do we do with Marquinhos? I don't know, but regardless of who came in out wide, Marquinhos is a project player right now. If he develops and shows his bits and pieces and does some dirt, then fair play. Right now, he's doing up 21s. Might have to wait for Europa League and just get up to speed, really and truly. As long as there's a project. Love from Ireland, bro. I have you on the speakers in work. Love the show. Keith, shout out to you and shout out to the Irish, man. Praying that Barca go for Bellerin. Surely he would be up for that, even if he loves Betis. If Telemans plays against us, is that the lid on it and we move elsewhere? No, he's contracted to Leicester. They can use the player any way they want, really. Pino is wavy on the ball. Really, all I need to see. I hear that. I'm showing my age now, DG, but the best game I was at was against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We was losing 2-0. The canoe hat-trick was lit. Name one player, man, you would take for free if you could. There's a couple, man. I would take Rashford. Can't like him, even though there's issues there. Take Eriksen. I can't lie to you. Take Ronaldo for a year. Take a couple of their younger players. That's about it. I'm Forest, bro. My team playing in real life. Manager looks like Dennis is coming today. You're getting some decent signings. How would Telemans make you stronger? I think we've been explaining that. What's the best? Well, I've already answered that. For me, Rashford is quality. The culture at United even made Pogba look average. Arteta would do fantastic with him. Few games in, Rashford looks. A few games in, Gabriel just looks different. I don't think Jesus looks any different. I don't think Gabriel Jesus' quality has ever been in question at Arsenal or City, really. Rashford has, though. Hey, DG, morning to you and the nation. I'm always here in the background. Appreciate that. Still smashing the like as usual. Big up and keep grinding. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Amen, broski. Amen. I hear that. All right, Sancho, I'm taking Sancho as well. Again, you put guys on the spot, it's difficult. If they get De Jong, default. United going for Dest from Barca seemingly makes sense about Bellerin, then Dest is shit as well. People coming up with ref excuses, hard just win games. We benefit from ref decisions on times as well, because just the theme with United on another day, Cedric gets a penalty given against him, you know. We bust case a couple times, if I'm honest with you. So we're going to have to see how that one develops, really and truly. DG, you know, refs are hell of it. It is. But that's no excuse. We never got to top 4 because of refs. Yes, refs did us dirty in several games. The Gabriel Martinelli sending off, you know, potentially against Spurs. But then again, Arsenal fans cry wolf. Everybody gets it. Some more than others. Get on with it. Some of you have played Sunday League. I'm not saying this right. It's shit refs. And half the time, yes, the ref has played a part. Yes, we're focusing on the ref. But can we say to ourselves, we have played to win a game away from that 2-3 minute flashpoint? The answer is no. You know refs are shit. You know refs are against us. Forget all of that. Deal with the variables you can control, which is turning up, making sure we defend well, we score goals, we show game management, etc., etc. Control the variables you can control. We can't keep moaning about refs. It is what it is. You lot can do that if you want, but I'm not on that. Don't forget to smash the likes. Come on, Nightbot. Do you see Pino being molded into? I don't know for any of that, man. But let's sign the guy first and then talk about that. I don't. Maybe he could be made into a striker. To my knowledge, it's looking like a wide area sort of thing for me. But I don't know. I guess you could do whatever Arteta deems he wants to see, really. If I'm honest. Our current team reminds me of Arsenal 5 to 10 years ago, probably a wide player and an 8 away from being a real solid team, but looking like the club won't push the ball out, don't want what ifs in May. I don't care for what ifs. What ifs about the refs? What if we let this guy go, that guy? What if we did this in the game, bro? Funny thing is, nothing matters, man. Just need to do it. Yeah, I mean, we all acknowledge it, but we can't control that. Refs are all shit. We can control turning up. There's been times the refs done us dirty and we've got on with it and won the game, bro. I can't deal with refs. We know the refs are against us. We know the world's against us. Adopt accordingly. We can't control that. Allegedly as well, people, I don't know the credibility of this, but allegedly, Arsenal looked at Cody Gakpo earlier this month, but have since called their interest. Gakpo will now most likely sign for Manchester United, which is a big move for him. Is there anything else? We've already seen half of these things there. So, yeah, it is. And Arsenal. So, yeah. And said 4-0. Pino reminds me of Hazard for dribbling style. Hope we are.